The fag-infested land of Australia is burning. The fire of God's wrath is sending hundreds of those filthy Australian beasts straight to hell. Australia is doomed. Nothing and nobody can help you.
According to the words of the most hated person in America, Anthony Bobbison, Australia is doomed. The unjustified rant by Mr. Bobbison is highly unjustified scientifically and is strongly based around God hating Australia. Mr. Bobbison's cult has no idea of what is happening in Australia and why. We should not be frightened by this doomsday accusation and should live our lives the same due to these scientific reasons. In Australia, we have and are still using fossil fuels and a minimal amount of renewable energy for more than 50 years, creating Australia into the 14th largest consumer of energy in the world. 77% of Australia's energy is created by coal, due to large coal deposits being excavated from the ground on coastal regional areas of New South Wales and in regional areas of Australia. In Victoria, Central Australia and Western Australia, natural gas is generated into only 13% of Australia's energy. Oil creates only 1% of Australia's energy. Combined renewable energy sources of solar, wind, hydro and biomass creates only 7.9% of Australia's renewable energy. Australia's large excretion of carbon dioxide from energy creating and from the business sector contributed to changes in the environmental disasters accidentally and naturally. Some scientific evidence indicates the ozone layer would decrease even without the effects of carbon emissions. Other evidence suggests that the carbon emissions are the major cause of why the ozone layer is depleting. Both theories still have further research and tests to be proven. Either way, the decrease of the ozone layer affects the weather patterns of the world through the increase of temperature. The natural disasters occurring from the depletion of the ozone layer in the Pacific are floods, droughts, forest fires, or otherwise known as bushfires, flash floods, cyclones, typhoons, hurricanes, tsunamis, tornadoes, hailstorms, thunderstorms, earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. All of these natural disasters occur due to science, not because God hates Australia. It is also caused by the depleting ozone layer changing the heat on the Earth. Due to new heat, rainstorms, cold and hot fronts change from their ordinary patterns and cause new and unexpected dangers. Floods and flash floods are caused by torrential rain filling basins too quickly, causing river, creeks, lakes to break banks, causing floods in low-lying areas. The hotness of Australia now, after the ozone depletion, causes unseasonal heat, creating dry conditions and the dreaded droughts. These conditions of droughts also bring the fear of bushfires. Drought is one of the two reasons bushfires occur. When the temperature is above 50 degrees in the desert, it causes a change in the wind direction. The dry heat blown to coastal vegetated areas causes heat. These conditions are at its peak. Just a cigarette thrown from a car can cause a devastating bushfire. If there is enough wind, a cyclone, hurricane, typhoon, or a tornado can be formed, creating destruction in its trail. Storms are caused when static electricity creates a low-pressure system, creating thunderstorms and hailstorms. When heavy rain happens on a mountain, mud and dirt is weakened, causing mudslides. Tsunamis and earthquakes are caused by shifting in the tectonic plates, creating an upward force on the Earth's crust. The opposite of the plates colliding are the plates separating, causing a volcanic eruption. To decrease the carbon emissions and natural disaster, Australia is moving to use renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources such as tidal power, wave power, solar power, wind power, hydropower, geothermal, biomass are all the ways of decreasing the loss of the ozone layer and reducing the number of natural disasters. Australia is currently using 5 types of renewable energy sources to power homes across the country. They are wind, solar, hydro, biomass, and natural gas. There are just a small amount of renewable energy sources Australia can use in our conditions. They could enlarge the use of solar power in the harsh and hot deserts of Australia. On the coastal, non-populated areas of our windy coast, more wind turbines should be created to enhance the wind power. Australia's large coastline creates a large opportunity for the use of tidal and wave power, which is now being experimented on in many countries across the world. Australia's large population throws a problem of waste. If the biological waste of Australians are burnt, energy can be enhanced from the gas produced. Anthony Blobberson is somewhat right in how he said fossil fuels are causing natural disasters due to the ozone depletion. His solution of the world and Australia exploding is quite wrong and unscientifically proven. The solution to this problem of fossil fuels and the ozone is renewable energy.